Hello YouTube and welcome to another K-drama review. This time let's talk about So if you haven't seen my first impressions for the big hit, I'll have it linked down below. It's totally spoiler free, whereas this I can't promise it will be, but I will do my best. So everything I said in my first impressions still stands. The show is very relatable all throughout. The characters are fleshed out and feel like real people, and it's also really funny. In the later half of the show, it does lose some of its comedic steam in favor for the more dramatic romantic storyline, but the comedy is still there and it's still well executed. There were also some characters that I wasn't expecting. How do I say this? This video isn't scripted, so I'm kind of just like going off the seat of my pants, so we'll see how it goes. There's quite a few characters in this show that I wasn't expecting to get as much screen time as they did. There's a whole storyline to do with the grandpa and getting older and developing dementia added to the depth of the show, and it had a lot of heart. I also really liked how everything that was hinted at within the show's beginning does actually get resolved later, and there was no misdirects. They would mention something about the main male lead's disappearance in the 90s, and I kind of thought it was just like a throwaway thing, but no, it actually comes back around later, and everything, all the stories, all the characters, they all get a full circle sort of arc. So here's where I'm going to talk potential spoilers, so if you don't want to hear anything like that, leave, go watch it. I really recommend this show. I'd probably give it a 4.5 out of 5 stars. Really enjoyed it. So first off, let's talk the romance. And you know, it was serviceable, it was fine. It left me a little bit unsatisfied just because you don't get as much time with them together, like in a relationship. It's a lot of like, will they, won't they, but you know they will, so it's a little bit frustrating. You just want them to get on with it already and see the cuteness of them being together, and then in the end you don't get a lot of that, so the romance was a little underwhelming. So there's two things that I think the show should have done to make it better, and one option would be to cut out the love triangle altogether, because it just leads to this theme in K-dramas where men and women can't be friends, and if you've been friends forever, like, one is always going to fall in love with the other, and they don't usually end up with the best friend anyways, and it's just cut it out. Like, just make them good friends. Like, I don't understand why writers don't do this. Like, a great male-female relationship that is platonic can be so satisfying and can add a lot to your life. I believe there was even a point where the second male lead was like wishing he hadn't even met her, or like they hadn't been friends all that time, just so that there could be the potential of a romance. And it's so, if they weren't gonna cut out the love triangle, which obviously it's in the show, so they didn't do that, I think the second option that they could have done was, in the end, have him getting over her, I guess. I mean, they have that other idol trainee, like the girl that he always saved because he thought she was committing suicide, but she wasn't. I mean, she's there, and in the final episode, I would have liked there to be some sort of romantic inclination there, instead of him, like, he's still so obviously in love with his friend in the last episode, and he looks so sad about it, and I just... But all in all, the best hit really ends on a high note. It's optimistic ending, I would say. The found family aspect is really strong at the end. All the characters, like, they're moving forward and you can see the future that they're going to have. And I'm satisfied with it being done. Next time I will script this again because this was hard and I don't know if I'm saying everything I want to say. Alright, that's it. My name is Marie. Have a good day. Have a good night. Bye.